All right, Lunar Nation's back once again. What's up, boys?
Yo, what's up?
Yo, what's happening, Harsh?
What up?
All good, man. All good. It's been a while.
Yeah, it has been
Yeah.
a minute.
yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
we
everyone's
haven't done
been busy
this.
lately. We're trying to
Everyone's been
record.
busy.
Everyone
Yeah.
everyone's got something going on.
Oh yeah, that's
It's
that. That's
life,
for sure. Put
life.
that shit on.
One of the
They're using it in
biggest.
the right context.
Ah,
What the context wasn't right?
No, it wasn't, but it's okay. I'll
Oh,
teach you.
okay. It's okay. All right, you'll teach me.
Oh, we live
I'll catch up, man. I'll catch
you
up.
got
in
you gotta say
That's all
okay,
right.
sensei.
Okay,
Yo,
sensei. Man,
Arrow, you
yeah,
okay?
this Arrow seems too excited. Are you good, man? Are you
Hey,
been on those
Aaron, what's
pills?
up? Have
I
you
think
Been
been?
on the pills?
I think his testosterone levels might be bouncing.
Okay. You
It's
want me
that
to tell you
time
a
of the
quick
month.
story? Yo,
A
hold
hormonal
up, hold up,
hormonal disbalance.
hold up. Let me tell you. Let me tell you guys a quick story. So I was
Mhm.
driving, okay, and I
Mhm.
got stuck in traffic. It took me like 45 minutes to get to work, and then it took me another 45 minutes to come back. While I'm at work, I get all these texts about Twitter, Lyft, and Stripe doing a layoff. And obviously, the man, the legend, the myth, Sagoon was the breaking news. I'm sure Sagoon, you're well read into it. What's happening?
So basically, in Twitter, I mean, if you've been living under a rock, you know that Twitter is now owned by your boy Elon Musk.
Chief
Elon,
Twit. Chief Twit.
Chief Twit. Yeah.
That's what
So,
you call the guy. Chief Twit, man.
yup, exactly. So
And now
he's
you gotta pay to
restructuring.
say.
Yeah, yeah, and he's basically restructuring pretty much the whole like organization itself. He's been firing, execs. We got our boy. What was his name? Harsh.
I can't even pronounce his name.
Who?
The
This,
CEO of Twitter.
oh, Rajat Agrawal.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Agarwal. Yup.
Thank you,
Yeah,
So
Harsh,
the
for
Agrawal
the
dude.
yeah,
pronunciation.
Hey,
we
come
needed
on, man.
Harsh's.
That's why we have diversity in here, you know.
Yeah, exactly. So Parag was
Oh, it's Parag Agrawal. I'm sorry, it's not Rajat. It's Parag Agrawal.
Parag,
Fuck.
yeah, Parag. I
My
remember.
bad.
So basically, Parag was really excited that he would get his, payout. But apparently, Elon's like, "Psych, you're not getting any payout today."
Why is
So,
that? What happened there?
so basically, from what I've read, Elon went through one of his clauses or something like that, and he said that it basically, I think there was something that was activated so that he would not receive any like compensation or payout from what he's left. So I guess Parag. He's really sad right now because he lost his job
Oh
along
wow.
with
The
another
birds,
exec.
the birds are free.
Yeah, the birds are free. Another exec, I think her name's like Vijaya or something like that. She also, I don't know if she's received any payout compensation, but she was the
There's a
one that
bunch
had,
of them.
Bro, Elon
yeah,
Musk is doing a clean house. He's cleaning house, bro.
clean
He's doing a
sweep.
clean sweep. Exactly.
He's
Yep.
he's starting and here's the thing. He's starting back from kindergarten, but apparently one of our co-hosts can't do that.
Oh man, that's funny.
Oh,
Harsh. Don't be stealing people's lunch, okay?
I won't, man. I won't. It comes to me, man. It's right there. I can't help it.
Don't
It's
worry,
just
he won't.
right
He won't.
there.
He's not gonna take your lunch money, Arrow.
Yeah.
But guess who is
Elon Musk.
exactly,
Bro, isn't
and
he?
and
Isn't he
his
charging? Isn't he gonna start? Isn't Twitter doing like a subscription fee? I don't know that they were doing anything before
They
that. I
they,
don't.
they
they were
were
doing
they
It's
were
something
like six or
before.
eight bucks. Yeah, it's like
They
six
were
or eight
doing
bucks.
something before $5, and now they're
Twitter
charging eight
Blue. I
bucks,
think
three
I
dollars
think it's
more.
called Twitter Blue. I think it was some kind of service like that. But now Elon's
But
like,
that's good. I mean, that's because I mean, obviously
Yeah, but
you're
how
getting
is
some
how?
value out of it.
So what's the point of the blue check mark?
it just shows you're legit. I guess. I mean, that's
Yeah,
the
I
Ah,
whole.
mean,
okay. I thought
he
it was for
wants to
like
receive.
influencers
Yeah,
or
he
people
wants
that
to
are like trying to make
remove
it
all the he
the
wants to
bots.
remove all the bots. Yeah.
Yeah.
Faco to Mako.
So
So
it's gonna
all
be
those
more of like a
bots.
kind of like a subscription platform. It's not gonna be like because most of these social media sites are pretty much free, whether it's YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, all these big sites. Even I mean Amazon's e-commerce, but still, it's like saying you have to pay to use the platform, which I understand that they're trying to take off bots and things of that nature. But do you guys really think that a lot of people are going to get into it, or do you think they might start just transferring or transitioning to other platforms and maybe getting away from Twitter?
I think in my opinion, I think they're gonna move to other platforms. I mean, we've already seen creators move to different platforms, right? So, my Andrew Tate, he's actually moved to Getter. I don't know if you guys know what Getter is.
Getter?
Yeah, Getter.
I thought he
It's
went to Rumble.
No, he went to Rumble, but Getter is like a Twitter alternative. So Rumble is like a YouTube alternative, and then Getter is like a Twitter alternative. So Getter is where Andrew or anyone that advocates for free speech, right, goes to there, and then yeah, you can just post whatever you want.
Yo, I'm not gonna lie,
Okay.
maybe because Twitter is already like what, like 14, 15 years old, but Twitter sounds so natural, but maybe because Getter is such a new word, it just seems so it just seems so weird to me just to pronounce it or just to
Yeah,
know
yeah.
there's a platform called Getter.
It was actually founded last year, so it's fairly new. But there's more influencers going,
So
and I
you're
think
saying people are gonna transition out of Twitter?
yeah, I think
Because it seems like, yeah, not to
No,
cut you off,
but here's the thing.
it
Yeah, go
seems
ahead.
like it seems like people there's a lot of like backing with Elon Musk and people because I think he's bringing back didn't he say that he's bringing back like Donald Trump back in or people that have been
yeah, I mean,
banned?
he did say that, but then didn't you see his tweet when he said, "If I had $1 for every time someone said to bring Donald Trump back, I would be like another like billionaire or something." He mentioned something about that. I don't know if it's gonna be like true because they said rumors was that he was supposed to actually do it this Monday, but he didn't do it. So I don't know if he's gonna come back or not.
I mean, does he have full control of the company or is it still
I
in
mean, he does,
transition
yeah,
phase?
yeah. Literally had like was bringing all his stuff, everything. He owns all of it now. Like
Hmm.
he is the CEO. Like there's no like he fired all the execs. Like he the top dog now. He top G
He the
right
chief
now.
tweet, chief tweet. I mean, dude,
Chief
no
Twit,
top
exactly.
dog, chief tweet. That's it.
Oh,
Chief.
what did he do? Didn't he bring like a
Oh,
sink to the to like a
Oh
meeting?
yeah, yeah. He did. So he
what did he
made that
bring?
his.
I literally saw a picture of him walking in with a sink, like an actual sink,
Yup.
to the
What?
meeting. I don't know
Elon's
I
like
didn't know the
that.
meaning behind it. I didn't know the meaning behind it, but I was like dying laughing when I saw that photo. That guy
Yeah,
was literally
Yeah,
holding a
he's
sink.
like flushing
was
everyone out. He's flushing everyone
Yeah,
out.
yeah.
I guess so. Maybe that was the meaning of it. I didn't really read too much into it. I just saw the photo. I was dying laughing.
Imagine how great it felt when he just like fired the CEO and the CFO and that lawyer, head of whatever law or.
Wait, why would it be great?
I
No,
mean,
but how can you?
he just
But
he
how
just
can you
do
walk in with a
You're
sink?
taking food from people's mouth.
well. There, hold up, rewind. No.
No, no,
You're
you're the
absolutely
one that
wrong.
made the statement. So what are you
Yeah.
rewinding?
You are, but these guys, you're saying these people's mouth. These guys got like they have caviar. You're taking caviar out of their mouth. Yeah, they could still survive it. Go eat a hot dog. Well, I don't know the way you made it sound like you're
Go
taking.
eat a chicken sandwich.
Yeah, they could go like McDonald's, bro. At the end of the day, they're still gonna survive. They're not gonna be in the gutter.
No, but
Uh,
here's the thing. I understand what he's trying to do. What he's trying to do, he's trying to make everything legit, and by making people pay, he's just gonna have the cream of the crowd up there. He's gonna have people who actually want to pay for their content and pay for what they actually mean, not some random people out there.
listen. So you know Elon Musk, he's got
Hmm.
SpaceX, he's got Tesla, both
Hmm.
very successful.
Yeah.
One thing I've been like pretty much like reading about Elon Musk for quite a bit before. And what I understood is he comes from like with a hustle mentality, whereas like he not only like says what he's gonna do, he does what he does. Basically, meaning like if he tells every worker is like, okay, I expect you to be here because I'm here, I'm working hard. Therefore, if the captain of the ship is working hard, then the crew has to be there at all times.
Yeah, he's a leader, not a boss. He leads by example, right? I mean,
Exactly.
he shows by actions. He leads by action. He doesn't
Yeah.
he doesn't sit down and order people. Hey, you know what? Go do this. I mean, that guy literally slept on the shop floor when he was building on
Yeah.
Teslas. He was
Yeah.
literally sleeping on the shop floor. So I mean, it
Because
makes sense. The guy has dedication. The guy has a plan, and he's a guy who's got mind. Who's got a good mindset, and I mean, he has built up and sold a couple other
Yeah,
ventures in his initial
PayPal,
days. I think he was a
PayPal.
computer science. Yeah, PayPal. He was a computer science
PayPal.
student.
Yes, sir. He's still got a bunch of other. He's got the Boring Company.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
What is
SpaceX.
it? Like someone with a Neuralink too. I don't know what it was.
The neural. Oh, that one.
Starlink.
Oh,
Starlink.
Starlink. Yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
The
yeah.
Starlink is internet, and
He had
the
a twin
Neuralink is.
with this. With one of the executives at one of the neural companies he owns.
Uh
Like a
huh.
neural, something about brains. I don't know what it was,
Yeah,
but he had a
Neuralink. I don't
twin.
know what the name of it. Maybe it's Neuralink or I
Yeah.
don't know, but it has something to do with connection of the brains. I don't know whether I think they're trying to have people communicate thoughts and language through the mind instead of speaking it, which is very
So
interesting. I don't know
I, I
how
just,
that's
I
gonna play
just,
along.
I just thought of something. You know, Elon Musk a while back said that the world needs population, and he like, if you look at it, he's got like 9 kids, and what
Bro, that guy's
uh,
pumping.
he's pumping. You know,
Uh,
he's definitely pumping whatever he's pumping, and he needs a lot of sources to pump them out. But speaking of pumping, I saw an article. I think Harsh, you posted that about Forbes, where men in this day and age are
oh
not
yeah, dude.
as
That's one
what's
of the
happening,
major
man?
ones.
What was
So
happening? I forgot.
I mean, here's the thing. Over the time, and back in '70s and back in '60s, '50s, the average testosterone level was about like 1,000, and they measured about DL, or it's like milligrams per deciliter or whatever, like whatever the unit is. I don't know, but it's like it was like about 1,000 or above, and even before then, it was way above that. And today, the consideration of good testosterone levels is considered to be at around 300 to, I mean, like it's a range of about 200 to 400. And before, the good was considered 1,000. So they've technically lowered the level that's considered good because there's not enough people who have that level. I mean, it's just getting lower down generation by generation. That's what's happening. And if you look at all these people who are good leaders, who have a good who have a strong mindset, who are headstrong, who actually do some shit, who actually make difference to the society, those are the people who have a higher testosterone level, who have a higher hormone balance. And that's
Which
how,
explains
I mean,
why Elon
they're
Musk has so
really.
many kids.
Yeah, I mean, it explains it. It's right there. I mean, trust me, I believe it's the center of life. It's, I mean, you've gotta have a good hormone balance. You've got to have an active sex life to keep your mind in the game. Like, you got to do it. That's how actually it works.
Dialed in.
You gotta be shooting them
Dialed in.
bullets, right?
Yeah, you got to be
Yeah,
pumping and dumping.
exactly. I mean, and you got to get focused, man. You got to get focused.
Franz, you better have a lot of money for child support if that's what you mean.
Dude, this
Oh man.
this this Albanian guy is loaded, man. I know this
Yeah,
Albanian
no,
Oh,
guy
no,
is
I got
loaded.
I
yeah,
got nothing. Let me let me tell you guys, yo, I'm not sponsored, but make sure you use protection. All right.
Wrap that dick up.
Exactly. No, but it's just interesting point. I think I read the same article, Arrow, if not like something different, but similar to along the lines. And they've been doing studies ever since the late 1990s up until like 2015, 16. Like Yale University of Medicine, Yale School of Medicine, Harvard, bunch of these top universities. But yeah, I mean, there's been seen a deficiency level of 10 to 40% among adult males that are losing testosterone or have a major decline, and we can actually see it because one of I mean, you guys talked about like the sex drive and whatnot, but also one of the causing issues is increased obesity. I know we've also done an
Oh
episode
yeah.
about obesity, but as you can see, the whole playing field for the United States is we've been seeing a rise in obesity levels in a lot of younger adolescents and younger teens through mid 20s up to 30s. So I think that's also a play into it. I mean, they're correlated somehow. So as you can
All right,
see,
here's an example. Here's an example. Plant a seed. Okay, pop, like try to grow a tree or any plant. Okay, if you or do two. For an example, let's just take a situation, an experiment where you do two of them, and one of them you feed clean air, clean water, and look at that plant how it grows.
oh
The
yeah.
other one, feed it bad or dirty water, not clean air. Just keep it in the corner and look at how it grows. So obviously, what we feed ourselves is how our body's going to grow out to be. And definitely you got to eat healthy. And this is for a fact that our food over the time has gotten unhealthy. It's gone to shit. Our nutrition levels are gone to shit. And
Oh
on top of that, we don't work out enough. We
nah,
don't work
people
out
people
enough
too
so that our
busy.
body processes all that. I mean, how and I think we referred this in one of our episodes saying, hey, tough times create stronger men. Have you heard this one
Yeah,
more that says no pain, no gain? I mean, you got to break a muscle to grow more muscle on top of it. That's what you do when you work out. So if
but
you
people are
don't.
in their comfort zone though. That's the thing. Like
Exactly.
they
Yeah. I
don't
mean,
want to
if
do
you if you if you if you don't make your body feel that it has to grow in order to stay strong, it won't grow. It'll
it.
just be
Exactly.
there. I mean,
Just be too
stop using
comfortable.
your arm for like 10 days. The 11th day, you would feel a difference in that arm. Definitely,
Oh
one
yeah.
hundred percent.
Exactly. I think the thing is like people just it's just a laziness, just how like, oh, you know what? I'll go to the gym. No, no, I won't go today. No, I'll go tomorrow. They just have that kind of mentality. Oh, I'll just stay and I'll play some video games. Oh, let
Oh
me do
yeah,
this. Let me do this. They have excuses for everything. People just have excuses for everything. Instead of going to the gym, just go to the gym and then do your shit after. Make sure
one
like
hundred
you
percent,
can
man.
do everything else after, but at least prioritize yourself. It's a duty. I think going to the gym is like a duty. You do it because it makes you better, right?
A
It's not
duty,
like
a duty.
it's not like one of those things where you're going, oh, you know what, maybe I'll skip this day. No, it's consistency. Consistency is key.
Nah, that's.
Oh,
I just told you,
I,
Earl.
I just, I just,
Consistency is the
hold on.
key.
I just thought of something. I showed it to Franz a while back. I think Sagoon, you probably seen it, but Harsh, very sure I did not show it to you. But I know I referred to this a billion times, but I'm going to refer to it a billion more times. So if you've seen the documentary Pumping Iron with Arnold Schwarzenegger working out, there's a scene where he talks about like how when he's pumping his muscles, uh, for him it feels like he's coming, as when like what as coming onto a woman. That's what he says. He's like, can you imagine how much I am in heaven? Because when I'm pumping at the gym, I feel like I'm having what sex, and then when I'm going at home, I'm having sex. And then his quote at the end was, "I'm pumping day and night." So yeah, you're right. Working out is definitely connected. I think being like
That's one of
obese.
the major ways how you increase your testosterone levels. I mean, you can eat all you want, you can do everything, but that's one of the major ways how you increase your testosterone levels.
So that means
Like you
everyone that
work
works
out.
out a lot are like very sexually active or
Yes,
tries to
I
be.
mean it's not necessarily that they're active. It's one fact that they sure do
Uh,
have a good level of testosterone in their body.
well, here's the thing: if you have high
It's not only
testosterone, right?
it's not that, but also they're not suffering a lot of fatigue or depression.
Yeah, yeah,
You know,
100%.
there's other mental forms that come into place as well. Other traits, not just the sex drive. Like I said, you're not obese.
Yeah,
You're not going to be as fatigued. You're going to be more focused, not having brain fog. Again, depression. There's a lot of things that come into play. A lot of symptoms
Serotonin,
that are somewhat
serotonin
connected
as well.
together.
Serotonin. So like when you exercise, it releases that chemical, in your brain. It's for
serotonin.
happiness. Yeah, serotonin. Whenever you
Yes,
lift or whenever you do any physical activity, it does that and it has an impact. So that's why you just go to the gym. That's it. Like if you feel sad, if you feel like that, just go to the gym, just work out, make your body feel good so that you can feel good too. It's
Yeah, it's
just
so
Well,
easier said than done nowadays. But people are so brainwashed and they're so lazy that they're not
but
even trying to do anything.
there's too many distractions. Distractions have
That
taken
is
over,
true. There's
and
too
now
many distractions.
what's happening? It's not even just distractions. I mean, men are supposed to be stronger than distractions. They are supposed to have their own thought process and not give into that desire or that distraction. That's one other thing that our generation is just being brainwashed in that manner that
you got
no one. I mean, it's ingrained in the generations now. That's what's happening. Like they
you
do
got
not have they do not have much examples to look up to. They do not have much people who follow the same
No,
regime.
don't you think
Who
it has relations to like the interaction because we're so like in our previous episode I believe we talked about like how people are like so tied to their phone, right? Or how they're so
Mhm.
tied to technology because that's all distraction, right? If you look at like for example
That's
if you
hundred
want to
percent one of the major
yeah,
causes.
because if you want to find data, all you have to do is look at your phone and pull up the screen
Exactly.
and boom,
Yeah.
you'll know right then and there.
Yeah, but you know what? Sometimes
It's
people don't want to know the truth. They just want to enjoy the lie.
Well, that's people, right? And then it's up to each individual to decide if what they want and what they don't want. I mean, at the end of the day, that's what makes you human, right? You have the freedom of choice to do what you want to do. But at the end of
Ah,
the day,
sure.
you should
It
never
just seems that
complain
we're
and this and that.
yeah, but it just seems like
dude,
a
Arrow,
lot
you
of
got a
younger
lot of
men are
days that
getting
are ending, man.
affected.
I'm
They're getting
sorry, what did you
affected.
say,
It's not
Harsh?
just the.
I'm saying, Arrow, you got a lot of days that are ending.
Hold up, I didn't hear you. What was that?
I didn't hear
I'm
either.
saying you got a lot of days that are ending.
You
You
got.
know, he
I
keeps
don't
saying at the
understand
end of
what
the
that
day,
means.
every single time. He just keeps saying it at the end of the day, every single time.
Oh man, we got Harsh the analyst being analyzing people right now. Situation
It's
just
not
went left,
analyzing, man.
right?
I just can't unsee data, man. It's just right in front of me. I can't unsee
Listen,
it.
listen, listen, listen. It's okay, bro. At the end of the day, like we always say, we make mistakes. No worries.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
definitely.
but the
I'm
fact
not
is, are
saying
you
this is
going
a
to learn from
mistake.
your mistakes?
Yeah, there you go.
Here's the thing.
There
Here's
you
the
go.
thing. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. We improve, right? We'll make mistakes no
Hmm.
matter what, but we'll always improve. That's, I mean, if you
Hmm.
don't improve, just like I don't know what to say,
You got
but
to change the speed, right?
change the speed. Change it. Like if you're in the Arctic, you gotta wear a coat. If you're in the Miami, you gotta wear a t-shirt. If you're in like the desert, you just
Okay,
gotta cover
let
up.
me. All right, so let's go. Okay, let me
Wha-
explain it to you via some basic physics, right? So there's two things when a body when an object is moving or whatever is moving. There's two things related to that. Okay, one is speed, and the other one is the rate at which that speed is changing. So speed is just speed. The rate at which the speed is changing is called acceleration. So two things. Now, when we talk about this, I say change is the only constant, and but on the other hand, consistency is the key. Is that right, Arrow?
That is true.
Listen, let me tell you
Right.
something. Arrow failed physics, all right? So I don't think he understood that.
Hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up. Oh, Ferons, I
And the
tell you
reason
what.
and the reason I know that is because I actually saw his test scores and he was trying to hide it quick.
Arrow, so you're telling me you didn't even cheat? Come on, bro.
Here's a
Oh
Okay. Hold up,
man.
hold up. This goes way back. But I was not good at physics. But that doesn't mean I won't be good at physics now. Because at the end of the day, when I was in school, like I repeated that word. At the end of the day, I re-
And he got conscious.
We're
He
gonna you
got
know what?
conscious.
Yo, we're gonna
Man.
He
take these
got
yo,
conscious.
we're gonna take these classes one at a time. You're not good at physics, you're not good at
Okay.
English. We're gonna
Hold
start
on,
with
hold
English
on.
101, then we're gonna go slowly to physics and then math and whatnot. We're starting you back in the kindergarten, first grade.
As long
See,
as you're
that's what
the
I
teacher,
said.
I'll.
One of us
Well,
can't start kindergarten again.
oh man, Harsh being a comedian right now. Harsh Ben, let me tell you something. Don't be stealing people's lunch. Okay, I know you.
I mean,
You'll
as
definitely
I
still
said
do it.
again.
Okay, so what was I gonna say? I was gonna connect to physics. You just brought an interesting point. When I was
Actually no, we didn't complete our changes to constant, changing speeds kind of analogy. We didn't complete that, I guess. Did
well,
we?
I didn't know you ended it in a question. You just made a
No, no,
statement.
no, no. No, It
Okay,
was I was
go
I was
ahead.
actually gonna I was gonna connect it, I mean, so as we were talking, we were talking before the podcast, Franz, back me up. We were talking about when Arrow mentioned that he's been changing speed, and then we said, oh, you know what, you shouldn't be changing speed too much, right? And that's
Yes.
where I bring in acceleration. You do not want to just keep accelerating your car. You wanna have it at a constant speed,
Constant
but
speed because
still
if
there
you
is
go
yeah.
fast real quick, you lose a lot of gas.
Exactly. There you go. But still, and going at a constant speed, the gas pedal that's in the car does not control speed. It controls acceleration. So you have to change the acceleration to be at a constant speed. You see the
Right.
point now, Arrow?
Yes,
So you got to
sir.
change. Yeah, you got to change to be consistent. You don't have to change so much that you're not even consistent enough. And I'll just give you a basic example in life. I mean, let's say you got work this morning, and you go to work, you go to the gym in the evening. The next day you got something going on in the evening, so you go to the gym in the morning. Now you're consistent, but you changed speed. You adapted to go to the gym in the morning. You have to go there.
You get used to it. So
Yeah. So that's the analogy there.
Yeah, yeah. Put
okay,
that shit on.
but yeah,
There you
yes,
go. Okay,
sure.
there
Put
you
that shit
So
on.
go.
what else? What else? Okay, so going back. Let's take a 180 turn and
Step
go
back.
back. So Goon, what else is happening, man? What's good? What else are we
We gotta
seeing?
talk about
Like,
the layoffs, man. We gotta
oh,
talk
we
Yeah.
about
were
the
talking. We
layoffs.
have elections. We have layoffs. Yeah, we got a lot of stuff to talk about. So Goon,
Dude,
I know
let's talk
you.
about the
Oh
layoffs, man.
man,
I mean,
these
people getting
layoffs.
fired right and left.
Them
Yeah, but who's getting
layoffs,
fired?
bro.
Who's really getting fired though? Is it like
Okay,
what?
recruiters,
What
bro.
specific?
So recruiters. I saw recruiters and talent acquisition right now. Recruiters and
Mhm.
talent
Wait,
acquisition from Stripe is getting laid off. If you look
talent
It's
at the
getting laid
acquisition.
news,
off. Yeah.
What is?
yeah.
Can you explain to me? I don't know. Talent acquisition is that the same thing as a recruiter,
So
or is it just
so so talent acquisition is basically like someone. I believe they're like HR slash. Yeah, they're under. Are they Harsh? Are they under
So
like recruiting?
so there's like three things in there. There's HR, there's recruiters, and there's talent acquisitionist. Talent acquisitionist, what they do is they acquire the talent. What they will just so before what used to happen was HR was the person who would sit down and find people. Now there's a separate entity that's talent acquisitionist who would find people. They would just sit
there's like a
down, keep calling, keep
subcategory?
Yes, yes, exactly. They would just
Okay,
keep calling and talk to people and see who's like. Let's take the first screening. These people do the first initial screening. Are
I
these people
see.
fit for the company or not? Would they fit the
Mm,
culture or not? So
I
that kind of
see.
thing. And when you go
So
to
these guys are the one. These are the
recruiters,
first lines that are losing their jobs, like the recruiters,
Yep.
the talent
yes,
acquisitions.
yes, they're
So it's not
losing their
really
Basically,
like
jobs. I
it's
mean,
not really like the engineers or people that have some sort of
there are some
major.
engineers. No, there are some engineers like Argo AI and Ford, GM. They've been firing right and left. I mean, look at this. Twitter has apparently Twitter. They've already like Elon Musk already has set out his horses to go out and take people off the Twitter boat, and
apparently it's
there's going to be
like
a major firing on Friday and Monday.
yep. Apparently he wants to cut it down by 75%, which is like crazy.
Oh, jeez, man.
I mean
What was the
that's
other company that we were looking at? 13%. What was that?
Lift,
that was
lift.
Lyft,
Lyft. Yeah, Lyft is trying to cut off 13%.
Uber
Perch is a company that's cutting off. I mean, dude, a
Who?
lot of companies are cutting off.
Per-
And
Perch.
these are just the big companies that we know, like these Fortune 500 companies, let alone
oh,
the other companies that are
Yes.
within
yeah,
like
we
other
don't even hear
cities that
about
we
them.
don't exactly.
We don't even hear about them because they're not that big enough to I guess report or something like that. But
I
they're
mean,
eh,
it's not
probably
big
already
enough,
cut
but
off.
you're not. No one has time. I mean, it's people are reporting like these big name companies. By the time you scroll through and try to go through, your own. I'm sure if you we're here in Michigan, I'm sure in the local paper you can find companies that are laying off workers that are within the local areas, but they're not
Yeah,
being reported nationwide. No one's got time to look through state to state, city to city.
yeah.
But yeah, I can see. I don't know about you guys if what you guys are seeing in your guys' companies or from word around because I don't know. I think it was Arrow. I think you mentioned to me that they were laying off. They were doing like buyout packages for these people that already had put in like 30, 40 years of these companies
yeah,
that people
yeah,
were taking over.
yeah, yeah. I know someone. When like, so I used to work for one of the OEMs, Ford Motor Company, right? And then that individual got a buyout package and just took it and left. And that usually the buyout is like maybe a year's worth of salary. You get a one like big paycheck. But I mean, in my mind,
But it
like
makes sense. It makes
but,
sense. If you get a year's worth of salary right now, why wouldn't you take it? I mean, you would take it
but
definitely
you
because
know what's crazy though?
you don't have to what?
I mean, harsh, really, like let's say you work for one company for 30 years, 30 years, and then you get one paycheck. Come on, man, that's like terrible legacy.
Dude, it's not
I
about
mean, you
okay,
should.
here's the thing.
There's people that get nothing.
Yeah, first off, you gotta understand the fact the company is never loyal to you. It will fire you the first time it sees the chance. It'll fire you for its own profit. It is not loyal to you at all because company is no specific person. Company's just gonna fire you at the first chance they see and the first need that they feel that they want to fire you. They will fire you ASAP.
Yeah, pure
And
capitalism, baby.
exactly. I mean, that's the capitalistic society, and you can't. And if you
So,
want to build a legacy, you got to build a legacy off your
so,
own. You cannot build your legacy off of some other company because that's someone else's legacy. 100%. You can't do that.
so
No way.
So it's not like the captain goes down with the ship. It's more of like the captain kicks out all the passenger to
Exactly,
sink
dude.
in the
Captain
water.
Captain kicks out the old crew. Definitely, Captain kicks out the old crew. That's what happens. I
Cap
mean,
Cap
if the
Marrow.
talent gets old, that you kick the talent out. If it's no good use to you, you kick it out. Simple.
Yeah, it's different for these big companies. They're hiring thousands of people. And maybe if you're working for like a small startup that has like 10, 50 people, you put enough good work into it, they like you, you might get some equity into it, and you have some sort of strong
You
foundation within
might,
that company.
you
I'm not
might, but
saying
on
for
the other hand,
everyone, but
startups are riskier.
yeah,
Startups are riskier as well. They're more
but
riskier
there's a
than the
bigger
bigger
reward.
companies.
I mean, the greater the risk, the bigger the reward, right?
Not necessarily. Not
I mean,
necessarily.
for the most part, I think that the saying goes. I mean, everyone knows the saying: the greater the risk, the better the reward.
That's
But
true. That's
but
true.
for sure,
100%.
but startups are risky because if the startup fails, all that time you and effort you put into it, you're left with nothing in the
Yeah.
end. But if it pays out, I mean, look at the people that were at Uber or Stripe or any
Even
of these
DoorDash.
companies. I mean,
DoorDash.
yeah, DoorDash. They probably were starting. They were probably making like 50, $60,000 a year, wearing multiple hats, doing multiple job titles
Well, yep.
because they had only a certain amount of people. They were trying to raise money and grow, so they didn't have a lot of money to pay employees. And then at the end of the day, I know
You took my
some of them
phone
got
at
a
the end
certain
of the day.
percentage of them, and look at them, they're multimillionaires now. So
Yeah.
again, it doesn't play out the same for everyone, and some people might not be as big as a reward, but they're still getting something better than a yearly 1 year salary of I don't know 80,000, 100,000 minus your 30% taxes. You're left with like 70.
Hold on,
Yeah.
hold on,
Dude,
hold on. I, I,
people become millionaires by delivering condoms to their girlfriends as well.
listen, listen,
I don't know
listen.
if you
Check
read
this
that
out. Check
story.
this out.
Wait, say that one more time. I didn't hear that.
Check.
So people become millionaires by delivering condoms to their girlfriends as well. I don't know if you guys have heard that story or not.
Nope, we never did. But
No.
No,
Oh wow, okay. So there's this guy who was working at a shop, and he gets an order to deliver a condom and something else to a hotel room, and he walks into that hotel room. Guess who he finds in there? He finds one of his dickwad friends from undergrad or high school, whatever, and his girlfriend in there. And she
damn
immediately breaks
way.
up. Yeah, she immediately
Oh,
breaks up with him. The guy walks out, and he gets a text message, or the next day or something. He gets communicated that some of his one of his relatives has left like $1 million empire for him because they died, and now he's a millionaire.
What?
damn. Yo, so
Yeah,
wait, it was his friend and then his girl. Damn. While he was making the
yeah,
delivery.
yeah. So it was not he was not his friend, but the guy who he knew from like
Yeah. Did
school
they at
days.
least did he at least tip him at least?
he
I
should
don't
bring
know.
Andrew. He
He
should bring.
sure
He probably gave him the
He,
tip. He
yo,
probably
yo,
gave a tip.
he sure tipped the girl.
he should bring Andrew Tate. Andrew Tate would take care of this business. But check this out. Hold up. I want to go take a turn back because I just realized, when we talked about Arnold and testosterones, I know we ended it, but I don't think I said everything. So there was one video I watched where Elon Musk mentions like that the more that you're educated, the less you have time, therefore you have less kids. And then there's another one. He says another option B, which is the less you're educated, therefore you're more religious. And the more religious, the more kids you have. And then so what would I say? So I'm just theorizing that if testosterone are low, right? That means like men are not working out. So therefore, that more like if you look at past jobs, like let's say 1940s, it was more physically intensive jobs, like where you see like a photo of them building the
More skilled labor than technical
yeah,
labor.
the what was it? The Empire State Building. If you look at the picture, like low key, man, those guys were like some next level. Like they would be standing on the rails, looking at like I don't know, 1,000 feet below. I don't know how high it was, but it was high enough for you to like not walk there. But what I'm trying to say is, I'm finding it interesting that as we grow more and more educated and more technology, and and the more work we do on our desk, the more as humans we fail to um, technically like help our need, and our need is basically to be hunters and gatherers rather than just sitting down. And the more we're sitting down, the more we are deteriorating. And as a result of that, scientifically, we see this testosterone is being low. And I mean, I'm not sure what the long term impact is, but I can tell you one thing's for sure. Like, I think there's I mean, we did pass in episodes where we were like mental illness, depression, anxiety. It's all connected, and it's just interesting that I'm seeing this as a bigger picture now.
Man, let me tell you the levels. I'm just reading this on the on Urology Times is one of the trust ones that I go for any medicinal stats from the year 2000. It was 605, and in the year 2016 it's 451. That's how much it dropped.
Wow.
So 2000, this
Hold
was
up.
already
How much was
low.
it? Say that. Say that. How much was it again?
So in the year 2000 or 1999 to 2000, it was 605, and in the year 20 2015 to 2016, it was 451.
And now that's 2015. Imagine 2020.
Yeah,
Like that. That.
exactly. So it's like 6 years earlier. Now we're 6 years later.
Oh yeah, it's definitely
It's got to be dropped even more.
way
So
lower. Way.
is that would that be a coincidence of why men nowadays are simps?
That's probably true. Yeah,
Paying for OnlyFans.
yeah.
You know,
Dude,
what would be
100%. It makes sense. It makes sense. I mean, look at OnlyFans. It's blowing up. Every other girl is on OnlyFans. As soon
They're
as they turn
multimillionaires.
18, they got to start OnlyFans.
Yeah, they're
what?
Oh yeah.
I
Hold
mean,
up.
that's
What is OnlyFans? I don't get it. What is that?
Oh, it's basically
dude.
it's a subscription site for content creators, so to
yeah.
speak.
It's like personalized porn. That's what it is.
That's what it wasn't
Simple.
meant for. It wasn't really
What?
meant for that, from what I know. It was meant to, like, if you it was supposed to be kind of like a YouTube channel, but you pay for these
Hmm.
personal content. So if someone was doing like a cooking show that was doing specific recipe, you would pay for that. Or if someone was doing I don't know, storytelling, or they were putting on a show, kind of like a virtual concert. But the pandemic, what really happened is push these influencers and these uh, girls that were making money, somewhere else. It made them go online and further their income stream by like posting photos and videos and whatnot, and it became so big because obviously, what were we saying, Harsh?
One more fact. One
Yeah.
more fact. OnlyFans CEO is an Indian chick.
Yeah,
Hold up, what?
it is.
Yeah, it's an Indian chick. OnlyFans CEO is an Indian chick.
Is it really?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
I
dude.
think
But
There's.
who was it started by?
it was
I don't know who started OnlyFans
definitely not
though.
an Indian
I don't know who
person.
was.
It
Yeah,
was.
I don't know who.
I think.
Dude,
Let me see. It was started by Timothy Stokely in
Timothy
2000.
Stokely. Yeah,
Yeah,
Timothy
2016.
Stokely.
Yep.
Damn, in 2016? Wow,
Yeah,
that's only like 6 years ago.
yeah. It's only 6 years
That
ago,
guy
but
must be
it's gone
balling.
mainstream. It's gone
Yeah. Oh, the
mainstream
guy
for
must be balling like both
Started with
ways.
only the guy's from
Literally and
England with
balling.
a 10,000 pound loan.
whole.
Wow.
Yeah. So
Dang.
he's literally balling
He's a
and balling.
billionaire. He's a billionaire.
Oh, he's definitely a billionaire. I mean,
Hey,
based off what OnlyFans
100%.
can do
hey,
right
guys, I
now.
just thought of an idea. You know how Franz earlier mentioned
You want to start an OnlyFans?
listen. Let me make my point. Let me make my point.
We'll find
I was
He will
Aerosmith.
saying,
definitely pay for
hold
that
on, hold
face
on,
reveal.
hold up. Let me rewind, rewind. Okay, what I'm saying is, Franz, earlier you mentioned that so men are simp. That was exact words you said, and we can agree maybe men are simp. But what I just thought of an idea, if you guys know about metaverse and how they're trying to create augmented reality, what if someone comes in and says, you know what, I'm gonna create a setting, a place, and a time. Like let's say I don't know, like they choose that augmented reality into like 1940s where characters were I don't know portrayed and that attitude, and then these players or whoever these simps are, they go into that realm and they like get surrounded by such a different, I guess, environment where
Crowd.
men, yeah, the crowd would they like would they change into that crowd? That it would be pretty cool to see.
I mean, I'm sure would have some influence to them. It's like the saying that you
So you're
are
trying to put them in the
you're.
70s and
It's like no, no, it's more
I
like a
think
boot.
he's
It's
not
like a
wording it right.
bootleg.
He's saying that people in like the 40s and 50s were more hardcore. They were
Yeah.
more extroverted. They knew they were more articulate.
Oh
They
yeah.
expressed themselves properly. Whereas in today, people are a little more timid, not as confident. So I think what he's trying to say is that if there was an augmented reality with a bunch of like confident and challenging and charismatic people on there, that it would kind of like push you to be within that realms. Because what was that? What's that saying that we hear all the time? You are part of your environment. The 5 people that you surround yourself with every day, you will basically like become
Mm.
them. Something like that. I
Like
don't know
minds
that
attract. Like
exactly,
minds attract.
exactly. So I think that's what I think what's Arrow's trying to say. But it's an interesting idea. You just have to be careful because sometimes you can't. So we're seeing a lot of issues right now with like cancel culture, and like I understand that things are um so sensitive nowadays. Like you just say one thing and people take it for the opposite. So I understand what you're trying to say, Harold, and I can agree with that. I just think that right now the scope of everything is so sensitive, um whether it's political, environmental. It's just there's so many things that you say one thing and people just take it the wrong way, and again, people just being influenced by others and not having. And here's the thing: people will get so close minded and look at their only agendas and follow other people's agendas. So it kind of goes to like the let's go to the political spectrum. I don't know if you guys been following these elections that are going right now with coming up, but I've been getting so much emails,
Every
brochures in
single
the mail,
Dude,
just
I've got
people just
so
like
many spam messages.
yeah,
every
it's and listen, I'm not for either or side, and I'm trying to understand like the whole scope of which side, what one side is preaching, what the other side is preaching. But man, at the end of the day, like people are just it's like people follow that one leader, and there's nothing wrong with like following a leader, but you have to also challenge authority, because if you just follow with a closed mindset, then what are you
Yeah,
really
there has to
learning?
be competition to improve.
Exactly, exactly. It's like capitalistic society.
No
If you
pain,
get
no
if a
gain.
free
Yeah,
market,
no
you
pain,
have
no
to have
gain.
competition. Otherwise, it's a monopoly, and then you just control the whole spectrum. So a lot of these people are just, you know, that's why we're seeing a lot of issues nowadays with a lot of between the left and the right, liberal and conservatives, people battling each other. And at the end of the day, these are people are your neighbors. You can just have a conversation. You don't have to agree upon everything, but cursing each other out is not going to get you towards a solution. It's just going to create more problems. The saying goes, you can't fight fire with fire. So I don't know. Whatever you guys'
Well,
thoughts on.
actually, you can fight fire with fire.
I know where you're.
Harsh, 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 harsh,
Man, I'm
harsh.
trying to make like a beautiful moment for
Listen,
people to
listen.
like understand, and you're just like over here
Why
putting
is
it
his
down.
name? Why is his name harsh? Is because he's trying to be harsh on you. So that's simple as that.
Well, thank
Just so
you.
you know, harsh totally means happiness in Hindi.
Well,
Wow,
In
It means happiness and
English,
joy.
that's
it's
definitely red
very.
pill, blue pill.
that is really
But
Oh
but
my god.
I don't know what it means. I mean, I know what it means in English, but it's not meant to be in English. It's meant to
Yeah,
be
Harsh
in
is
Hindi.
like rude in English.
I
Like
yeah.
know.
Sean.
Dude. Okay, easy, man. I know, right? Easy. I
Whoa, whoa,
know.
whoa, whoa, whoa. Someone's getting cancer right now.
someone's being harsh
No,
today.
no, no. It's dude. I'm just saying, dude. It's not getting sensitive. Come on.
Okay, okay. Well,
France gets me.
harsh, harsh.
France gets me.
Yeah, yeah, I
Franz,
understand.
like let's. You said Franz is an image of youth. You both want to be like you. If a phone is on the corner of the desk and someone comes and touches it, you'll get annoyed. So you're both a reflection of yourself.
I mean, I can't disagree a lot. I mean, yeah, why not? I mean,
Okay.
I do get I do
So
get pissed when the
so
shit's moved.
so check this out. We obviously we talked a lot. We had a good discussion. Sagun, thank you for your great participation. We
No, not participant, man. Damn.
Oh
Sagun,
Jesus!
I want to state, I want to give Sagun his credit for reading the article in the beginning and stating the facts.
Well,
so
no, I swear on everything. I was not reading any articles, so that's all I'll say.
No
okay.
way. Stop the cap.
Anyways,
No, no
But
cap. I literally
yeah,
swear. I
that's that's
swear I was
that's
not
that's
reading
like
any
four
articles.
caps right there.
for
No,
caps.
no, no, no caps. No, nothing given. I was not reading articles. I
Okay.
completely. I gave up on that. I don't do that
You
Sagun,
anymore.
didn't do any research then?
Well, no,
Sagun.
Who?
I have it in my head.
So,
I feel like I'm
Oh
very
man.
compatible, you know.
uh, okay.
Oh,
Well, either way,
you're already on Elon Musk's chip.
Yeah, bro. Elon hits me up every day. So he's like, "Yo, Sagoon, what do we need to do?"
Does
I'm
he
like,
ask you for $500 to sign him so he can get out of his? You know those scammers that send you those calls or those messages on Instagram. They're like, "Yo, this is really Elon Musk. I need $500 so I can get on the next plane trip to back home."
"Oh yeah." And there's another one.
Oh, did you see there was like a Netflix series about one of the scammers?
No,
Oh,
I've not.
the
Oh yeah.
Tinder scammer.
Yeah, the Tinder scammer. Yeah.
Man, that guy
No, I've
was.
not seen that. But I always get these scams where they're like, "Oh, send me 1 Bitcoin. I'll send you 3 Bitcoin," using Elon's
Yeah.
name. So I don't. I mean,
You
you
should
know,
you
these
should
guys-
you should go like
yeah.
send me
I
three
was gonna
bitcoins
do it.
first.
You know, maybe I'll do it tonight. You know, after this podcast, I feel like it's just.
Do you have 1 Bitcoin? Do you have 1 Bitcoin?
I mean, I won't
Then we
deny or
probably don't
confirm.
need to do any podcast.
Yeah, no, I won't deny or confirm, but you
Sagun,
know
let me
what?
hold something.
Ooh,
No,
ooh. He
I
won't
think
deny
Elon.
nor confirm. He won't
Usually,
deny
when
nor
people can't deny or
confirm.
confirm, is really agreeing. It's like when people plead the fifth. They
Yeah,
really don't want to tell because they
exactly.
know they know that they did it or they know
Yeah, I
exactly what
know
happened.
exactly. I mean,
Oh,
dude, that's Sagoon.
Yeah,
all
All right,
right.
you know what? I mean,
Listen,
it's we should probably end the
yeah,
podcast.
we
It's
should
listen,
been
listen,
way
probably
too
listen.
long.
Yeah,
probably
yeah, 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 yeah. That shit like a toupee.
long episode. So
That's
Arrow
the wrong
wanted to say that
context.
because I
The
noticed
wrong
that Tarshan
context.
Sugun was interrupting while he was trying to say something. So
Starting. No, how about this? How about this? Let me end it real good. Let me end it real good. I'm gonna
okay,
make my movie. My movie outro.
Let's see
Uh,
what you got. Let's see what you got, man.
do not ruin it because you're gonna make me burst in laughter in between because I
okay,
feel like
everyone mute their mics.
All right.
all right, all right. Thanks for joining the Lunar Nation with Sagoon, Bronze, and Harsh. As we join one more episode 39. Thank you very much for joining our episode. And please like, subscribe, and rate our podcast. Thank you very much.